Hi everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Desi FPL. If you do like this content, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon for more such content. So, Game Week 12 has ended and we have a short turnaround time for Game Week 13. The deadline for Game Week 13 is Tuesday 10 p.m. India time. So, based on that, I am producing a video for Game Week 12 review and Game Week 13 preview. Walking into the review of Game Week 12, it was a pretty bad week for me. And luckily, Justin, who came out to be a hero for me and got me 11 points right at the end. And I got just over the average mark with 51 points. And my overall rank right now is 1.9 million. And I had a small red arrow considering that a lot of people did not have that bad a game week, at least in my mini leagues and my surroundings. They had a better week, but the overall average for this game week was definitely low, which was 51, as compared to the last game week, where everyone, most of the big hitters fired, be it Salah, Son, Bruno Fernandes, KDB, Sterling. So all of these people fired last week, but this week I think only Kane fired and Salah had a solitary goal. So those were the two big hitters that worked for everyone. Apart from that, whosoever held on to Jamie Vardy, and maybe if someone had the courage or the foresight or the imagination to have James Madison in their team, kudos to them. They got really, I would say they had the rub of the green in their favor and they got a lot of points. So yes, that is the status right now. My overall points is 664 and my rank is almost 1.9 million. And as I said earlier, the start has been really bad and I'm not expecting to end up in the top 100k, but right now my target is 500k and I still believe that I can achieve that. And for everyone who wants to achieve that target or wants to get that number, there is a fantasy expert by the name of AZ. If you are aware of the FPL Twitter community, he's pretty famous there. So AZ had a game week rank of had a overall rank of around 2 million in game week 11 last year, and imagine where he could have ended up at the end of the season. He just posted something and it was around 14,000. So we should not lose hope. Even if you have a target, keep going at it, have a plan for at least next 5 game weeks and keep working on it. And I'm sure you'll be able to achieve those targets. So right now my target is 500k and I'm trying to move that. I had consecutive green arrows and I was almost up to 1.8 million, and hopefully I'll keep moving in the right direction with the right decisions that I'm taking. So I'll move on to the my team for that game week. So I had replaced Pickford with Meslier for this particular game week, and guess what? Pickford got a clean sheet and bonus point. So yay me. So but I think I'm pretty happy with Meslier. He has a potential for saves point, and Leeds can get a clean sheet in a like somewhat. So I do believe that this is a fair choice. And keeper is something that you like. It's a set and forget. You keep it and you wait for a clean sheet. If you get it, that's fine. If you don't, most of the other people are not getting it. And since it's a 4.5 million goalkeeper, I'm happy with that, saving those crucial funds where I can invest otherwhere. Now, moving on to the defense, I went up double Chelsea again. In the previous game weeks, it has worked really well for me in the I think last 2 game weeks, if I can see that. So yeah, in the last 3 game weeks, in fact, I had clean sheets from both Chilwell and Zuma. So that was working pretty well for me. But this week, unfortunately, they were beaten by Everton by a solitary goal. And I think in the next game week, I'll still go with both of these because I do believe that Wolves are struggling to get a goal in. And the goal that Everton got was also by a Mendy mistake. So I'm guessing the mistakes would not be repeating themselves. So hopefully I can get those clean sheet points for Chelsea defenders. Then Leeds again suffered somewhat the set pieces against West Ham. Next game week they have Crystal Palace, if I'm not wrong. So, sorry, they have Newcastle United, which are not that great at um set pieces. So I believe that uh, Leeds has that potential and to keep that clean sheet. Then Justin got me 11 points. I was really lucky for that, and I would like to keep him in my team unless there's Ricardo coming back. At least he gets every match to play and he can come off the bench to get me some points like he did this week. Then Grealish again did not work for me. Fernandes and De Bruyne both nil-nil draw in the Manchester derby, which was apparently not what I was hoping for, but unfortunately they did not get many points and it was a stalemate. Salah also got lucky, to be honest. He got a penalty, and the penalty was not that great, and he just got a goal and one bonus point. So it was, and Salah was the obvious captain choice this week, but unfortunately, he did not get that haul that everyone was hoping for. But okay, I'll take 8 points from my captain any day of the week. Then Bamford and Calvert-Lewin both got an assist, both earned a penalty. Unfortunately, no one takes that penalty, but okay, that's fine for me. They got some attacking return. Then Lamptey was injured, Jota was injured and is injured for next at least 2 months, and Brewster got his solitary point, so he's just bench fodder. So coming into the next week, my immediate target was get rid of Jota before the price drop, and that is what I have done right now. So this is my team for game week 13 as of now. Going with goal with Meslier from Leeds, Chilwell and Zuma both playing Wolves against. I am guessing Wolves is not. Aston Villa managed to get a clean sheet against Wolves, so I'm hoping Chelsea can do that. Chelsea is a more attacking unit, so they do leave spaces behind, but I do think that with the loss against Everton, Frank Lampard will be working very hard not to concede a goal and get that win under his belt. Then Ailing from against Newcastle at home. I do back Leeds at home at least to get a clean sheet against Newcastle. And with Callum Wilson, their major striker, coming back from illness, I do feel that he's not up to the game and probably Leeds can get a clean sheet. So, but the thing is, and the big risk that I'm taking is I have just my all my three defenders and a goalkeeper in 2 games. So if Chelsea like clean sheet is gone, both my defenders gone, and if Leeds clean sheet is gone, my goalkeeper and my defender both clean sheet is gone. And this is what I'm trying to rectify in the coming weeks, and I have a plan for that. But in this game week, I'll go for that, and I hope that I can get those clean sheet points. Then coming to the midfield, and s- it's sort of a template. Salah, Fernandes, De Bruyne, and Grealish is somewhat everyone is vying towards. And if not Grealish, they will probably have Son, which is probably the best midfield right now in FPL. And that is the template that everyone is aiming for. And that I have a few moves, and I'll explain that to you later in the video that how I can reach there. And but my immediate concern was Jota being injured, so I replaced him with Bowen, who, at least on the eye test, looked really, really good to me, even against Manchester United, and he got an assist against Leeds as well. So he is on set piece duties. I do believe that Bowen can get me good points, and I have not gone for Suchek, where a lot of people have gone for Suchek just to save up some funds because I'm chasing the game right now. I need those points. Suchek may get a goal, but Bowen is someone who can get a haul on his day. So I am trying to take that risk. Let's see if it works for me or not. And eventually will I have a plan to get rid of Bowen and move towards Suchek just to save up some points. But right now, this game at home, Crystal Palace defense not that great, although goalkeeper had a great game against Tottenham. But I do feel that Bowen can get that important haul for me, hopefully, and get me up my overall ranking going up. In the forward line, I have Calvert-Lewin and Bamford, and in on my bench, it's again Lamptey, Justin, Brewster, Justin against Everton. I'm not expecting Leicester to keep a clean sheet because Johnny Evans has also got the fifth red yellow card of the campaign and he will miss the next match. Then it only leaves Fofana and maybe I'm not sure Soyuncu is back or not, and we'll have to wait for the uh, press conference from Brendan Rodgers. So let's see. But I do think that Leicester would definitely concede a goal. Maybe he can get an attacking return like he did against Brighton, but again, that is somewhat not his core capability. So I do feel that Leicester might not get that clean sheet, so I'm not going for that. So now my next, so as you can clearly see that my defense is again high risk, high reward. If a clean sheet works for one of the teams, both two of my players get clean sheet points, and that is great. But so I'm not diversifying my risk as to say, so as to. So that is something I'm worried about, but I'll most probably I have a plan towards working this way out. So right now, barring injuries, if there are no concerns, what I'm looking at is so this could be my lineup 3 weeks down the line at in game week 16 when Spurs favor turn for the good, where I have included Westergaard in place of Lamptey. I have removed Pavan and replaced him with Suchek and got in Son as well. So this is the template midfield for of the four people that everyone is working towards. Now Suchek again is someone who's reliable, who'll start day in day out, and that is something that you can work on. Now, another thing that I can do is replace Chilwell with uh, Reece James because he's at I think right now at 5.3 and it'll save me some funds for maybe moving Calvert-Lewin to Danny Ings, who's a more premier option and has a higher ceiling, getting me points. Or the other way around could be I can like remove Son, keep Grealish, get those addition and get in Reece James and upgrade Calvert-Lewin to Harry Kane. So if you want to get all five premiums, that is Fernandes, De Bruyne, Salah, Son, and Kane right now. So the downside is you'll have to degrade your defense and other attacking options as well. So that then the entire team becomes all about five players, right? So that is what I'm not trying to do. I'll trying to keep that balance, but unfortunately, it has been seen in the past two game weeks that if you don't have Son or Kane, and if they work, which they are actually, your your overall rank takes a dip. So that is something that I am struggling with right now. But I am someone who likes to stick to my plan. Even I can see the results; they are not that fast, or it's not that escalating result that I wanted to get, but I'm good with that. I do hope that my luck turns and get into that 1 million mark so that I can now work upon getting my team towards that 500k target that I have right now. So that was the video, guys. Hope you liked it and hope you gained some insights and some thoughts about your team and make those changes before tomorrow's deadline. And if you did like the video, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that you can keep getting updates from my side. Thank you and have a great midweek. Thank you.